We got whaling and building and fishing and smithing. All these are great ways to make a living. You can go outside as much as you please and you don't gotta worry about getting a disease. There are happy sounds, close-knit towns, and family farms all around. Once you see it, you're not gonna want to go back to Britain's grounds. The middle colonies, can't you see? They don't like nobody. They don't have individuality. Trust me, you don't want to be a Yankee. Way down in the southern colonies, there are way too many policies. Although the soil is good quality, the climate is way too hot for me. Come over to New England. If back in Britain you've been banned, we're very friendly and we'll give you a hand. We hung out for a second with the Native Americans. You don't gotta worry they're gonna invade the lands.
The economy here in New England is a mixture of industry and farming. Whaling and fishing are integral parts of our economy. The whaling industry was started by the Pilgrims of the Plymouth colony after they were guaranteed the right to hunt the whales that were plentiful along the coast of the New World. They were given this right by the Royal Charter of England. One of the major centers of whaling in the New World was Buzzard Bay, located in New Bedford, Massachusetts. The early settlers of the Plymouth colony exploited the plentiful supply of fish in the waters off of the coast of the New World. The fishing industry attracted many new colonists to New England, hoping to make their fortune. Being a blacksmith is also a useful trade and a good way to make a living in the New England colonies. Shipbuilding is an important part of our economy because there is a large demand for ships because of the fishing and whaling industry.
Colonists who do not participate in the various industries of the colonies often work on small family farms. Although the soil of New England is not ideal to growing cash crops like in the South, we are able to farm without slaves. The crops we grow include corn, rye, pumpkins, squash, and beans.
New England is a great location for everybody because the winters are extremely cold. There is less disease here in New England than there are in the southern and middle colonies. Our summers are mildly hot, and that makes it a good place to harvest crops. Although New England does have fairly rocky soil, we are still able to grow crops in many parts of the colonies, such as the Three Sisters. The mountains and timber give us a good supply of natural resources, and we are able to use the timber in our extensive shipbuilding industry.
In the New England colonies, we value family and faith. We have small and close-knit communities that are great to raise your children in. We also value religious piety, unlike the Quakers, but we still have traditional religious services. We also have freedom from the superstitions and traditions of the Catholic Church. We also provide a place where you can live without persecution.
In the southern colonies, they have slaves and obviously don't take religion seriously. So if you are religious, then you should come to the northern colonies instead.
Here in the New England colonies, we elect our own legislatures, and we each have our own governors. Some of the most important documents here in the New England colonies are the Mayflower Compact and the Charter of Connecticut.